X. And the volume is good on X. Right, but now let's go to YouTube. And YouTube is like, nah, we don't work through Streamlabs. Come on, YouTube. Stop playing around, man. Like, all right, there we go. All right, we good. All right, yeah, we good. We're good on all fronts. Yeah, folks. I'm doing it like that now. I'm doing it like that, and then we're gonna do it like this. We do it like that. We're gonna do it like this. Hippo to the hopper, and you just don't stop her. You know, that's the new joint. Rest in peace, Old Dirty. You one of my favorite rappers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is Dragon number 80. Dragon number 80. For 100 Dragons 2.0. If you're new to X, you're seeing this stream for the first time on X or YouTube. This is a project that I started last October, and I've just been doing that. Life happened. I should have finished this maybe in June, or even earlier than that, but just stuff happens, and it's life. You know what I mean? Life happens, and there's, like, you can't control life, People pass away. My uncle passed away. My grandmother passed away. I was a part too. What's going on, man? Is everything all right? It's doing this weird kind of buffing thing on X right now. So if anybody is watching this on X, can you just give me like a thumbs up or something? Can you hear me? I think I could do it though. Then it would be like a double overlay. Because then it's gonna be recording so I can't even do that. Yeah, so YouTube can't see the overlay, X can. Yeah. All right. Well, let's just do that. All right. Hold on 1 second. I can't move, man. Where did that paper go? Struggle streaming, folks. This is 100 Dragons 2.0. All drawings in the first book were done by me, and in this second book, the digital version, which will also be in hardcover only, hand drawn by me. I don't have my reading thing right now, man. What I read from, but I'll do that later. Okay, 80. No, I got to do it right. Hold on. Sorry. Okay, I found it. Look at that. So I had to redo the measurement. I had to really do the measurement of my table that I'm working from, and I kind of got it right. I did it by eye, and I was like almost in the middle. I was like maybe an inch off or half an inch off from the middle. So the mat is perfectly, it's not in the middle of the table, but it's lined up with the middle of the table. So I had to measure out the mat, and I had to measure out the iPad, and then I had to measure out I had to measure everything out, even how the camera's laid out. So like, there's more light to the right, but there's less on the left. So it's something I have to remember for the future. So have even cast lighting right down on me. It looks darker on. Let me light it just a little bit. Light myself just a little bit, right? Let's go to 28. Let's go 28 by 06, 0.6. I think that looks good. Yeah. You can find all this at analogtattoo.com, ANALOGTATTOO.com. Bang, bang. All right, here we go. Let's do this. A lot of people ask me, like, how do you, when you're designing a lot of this stuff, I sketch a lot of this stuff out really fast. Well, it's thumbnails. I do a lot of thumbnails, and it's constantly adjusting. Like if I can get the overall layout of the piece down, and it's a bunch of ideas, it's a lot easier. Right. And so this is just one thumbnail of this dragon. But when I first did this dragon, I did first of all, like the book. So it's 100 dragons. I did for each dragon, there were like 5 thumbnails. And I picked from those 5 for each one. So 1 is 5, really. And then I picked from that. So 5, so you got 100 books. I mean, you have 100 dragons in it, each of them drawn 5 times. Yeah, so do the math. And so now I'm just refining again this thumbnail, but I'm doing a thumbnail of this original dragon. But even then, I'm doing 2 or 3 more. I'm doing 2 to 3, maybe 4 thumbnails of this dragon again. But I'm trying to keep the same movement for a lot of them that's in this book. And I will, and I have changed a lot of them in the book. So they're not like the original movements, but I changed a lot of them, and that's the thing. So it's a lot of energy that goes into each design. Right now, I'm not saying like this is the end all be all of the dragon that you see right here in front of you. What I am saying is in my personal taste, like it, and it's my personal taste. That's just something is drawing me to that movement, but even when I'm drawing it, even when I'm doing, I'm not really drawing, I'm sketching out this thumbnail that you see here in front of you. You're not going to really be able to see what I'm talking about on YouTube, but how my hand is moving over this, you can see a lot of it on X. I'm working out. I'm working out everything from how the head sits over, so this is going to be lower back, right? So this is upper back, mid back, lower waist area, buttocks, under the buttocks down here, right? So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 if you want to do it like that. 5 areas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 areas, right? And everything is moving a way that like will fit in each area relatively good, or really as close to perfect as possible. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm trying to what I'm working towards is harmony. And that's it. Years of working on the farm, man. Just harmony, you know, chasing that feeling. All right, and so let's drop it down to 15%, right? Another 15%. And that's the thing. Harmony in the thumbnail. It's constantly that. It's the harmony in the thumbnail. It's the as Utaro told me one time, the silhouette. Make your silhouette as strong as possible. Now, in this book, it's you're gonna lose the head. You're going to lose the head because the head falls squarely on the let's do that down here. Let's put the sketch on. The head falls squarely on the stomach, right? But I'm not really looking for that. I know that's gonna happen. But now, if I was to do this tattoo, well, how do I break up? This movement is very strong, right? It's the 8, the S to the 8. You know, funky b-boy shit. At this point in the book, I was doing the letters in the alphabet, right? So this is the letter S, right? But then I was like, how do I make the S and the 8 move well, right? So that's it. And each letter that we see, a number that we see in the world, right, is a strong silhouette. It's something that's to describe a measurement, right? Now, if I was to break this up, well, you could do clouds. You know, you can do clouds, right? So you could do a cloud formation, maybe a spiral like that, right? And there you have something that a really good kind of motion of body going in. So we know that this is how the dragon is moving. The dragon is moving like this, right? So the head moved like that, right? And that's the harmony in something. And even though you might put like a cloud formation here, right? You can still read that, right? And then this is still working well. So you can do this tattoo very well in the sense of, you can do this tattoo, I shouldn't say very well. You should do this tattoo, you can do this tattoo and say, well, you know, like, you know, some black hair or like dark gray shading here, you know, you can do it any which way. Wait, how would I do it? I would do it like this. Right? Shade off the belly or under the head, right? To make that even pop even more, right? Wispy cloud, right? Like a wispy, like a Kano school kind of, you know, movement. Because the dragon is going, if they say the dragon is going into the clouds, right? So if this was clouds, right? Say these are the clouds that you see in the sky outside, right? If this dragon is moving, the head would be here going into the clouds, right? So the body, let's say it's moving, right? And it goes into the clouds. So the head is here, right? Oh, I'm in my mind, I'm animating it. How would it look going into cloud layers, right? Well, again, into the clouds, right? And so right there. And so in my mind, I'm saying the head would fit like right there. And then I would just take out this here, take out that right there, right? The head goes up. This is the body now. Body comes around, and so you would see like this arm would be here holding the jewel, right? And then this claw is up here, right? So that's it. And then now what do? You just chop it, and that's your movement. And then you just adjust and put some more clouds there, and you chop out this part. And you have a good piece right there. And you just dot the I's and cross the T's, right? Like that, right? Into the clouds. So these are little things that like what I'm drawing here is look like it's going through flowers, things like that. Then when I get stumped, I have so many different things you can do. One of the things is, well, look at snakes. Look at snakes, how they move through branches, and look how they move up a tree to a branch as it hides in flowers or wherever it hunts. You just use that composition and you go from there. And so there's all these different ways of figuring it out. It's just what you pay attention to, and what do you pull into your mind for inspiration when you get stumped doing something, and every dragon in this book that I've done like this so far, it's what you achieve. What do you want to achieve? Right? Do you want to do a standalone dragon? Do you want to do a half-body dragon? And then it also goes with a person's finances. Like it's about a person's finance and how fast are you? I'm pretty fast. I'm pretty fast. So once I lay something out and I color it, and I do all these different things, like say like this is the dragon here, but when I was doing the thumbnail for this dragon, right? What did I do for the thumbnail? I started getting all into it. I got really into it, and then I started coloring it. I started doing all the where would all the black and gray go? Where would all the black and gray go? Where would the light tones go? What would go where? So when I can show the client, I can say, well, this is what we're going to do today. And it's trying to be as efficient as possible so that person feels comfortable with you. And that's the key. That's the key to doing works like this. It's a level of trust that you have to have for somebody that you don't know. I went crazy on this. I'm not even gonna use. Did I use this thumbnail? No, I didn't even use this thumbnail. I'm doing all the thumbnails anyway. I can't use. Well, I could use this thumbnail. I can't use this thumbnail because YouTube wasn't working yesterday. Software. So maybe the information on the app was updated, but the information on the iPad wasn't updated. So something was going on. Yeah. So that's the gist of these dragons. It's looking at it and say, well, I want to do this. This is supposed to be a ribs. This is a rib panel piece, but I put it for a back, but it could be a back also. Look, it's how you approach it. It's really how you approach it. There's a lot more detail here for the ribs, but I low key. This is supposed to be for ribs also, or a front panel. All it is any one of these dragons can be done on any part of the body. It's, knowing how to read the overall silhouette and add in your own. That's what I do. Now, I've done so many dragons. Now it's like, all right, well, what am I looking for new shapes? You know what I mean? What am I looking for new shapes? And guess what, man? I go and rip off other tattooers stuff. I'm like, well, I like how he did his dragon. Let me redo the silhouette in the way I would do it. and just go from there. I mean, it's how you approach it to have fun with it. And trust me, man, you want to have as much fun with tattooing as possible, because it's after a while, man, some people get burnt out. I'm already seeing it. I'm already seeing it, and I'm already seeing it because I know the signs. The algorithm is getting really busy, and Instagram is gonna start slowing you down. Trust me. I seen it. Because they know, man. They know that it's programmed to understand human nature. That's kind of, I'm theorizing one of the back end programs that everybody gets a social clock. And once you hit that social clock quota, it pushes you back. Yeah. Yeah, so this is dragon number 880. This was a fun one. I remember getting this one out. I remember doing this. I kind of like this head over here is a lot bolder and stronger, I feel like, which I'm kind of going for. But like, yeah, I might just stay with that and just keep the head as strong as possible. I remember working on this book when I was at Analog. It's funny, man, because Analog is one of the shop that I wanted to work at. Adrian was one of the artists that I met when I was when I was living in the Bronx. He came out there years before that, like maybe 10 years before that, to work on one of his books. And it was cool. It was maybe I was pestering to look at my shit, man. I wanted to get better, My uncle's an art teacher, so like, there was a thing that I learned from a young age, and I didn't even know just asking to see what he thought, asking my uncle, and he'd tell me like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, and I don't know if I was progressing in his eyes, but he, he probably thought I wasn't listening to him, but I would listen to my uncle or my late aunt about how they did it, and maybe they were because at that time I was like, man, they're the artists in the family, and I wanted to do that. I just knew it at a young age, like that was it. That's all I want to do. I didn't know where the art world was going to take me. Like, you know, because I'm doing something that's like unconventional art. You know, it's damn, bro. It's not something that like it's not something that tattooing is not something that like people in the, you know, outside of this profession even look up to or look into. You know, even in the regular world, like a lot of people just don't know art. You know, like I might mention an artist that was really good, but people just never heard of them. Or I might mention they're surprised that I know about that person. I was like, yeah, I had to study some stuff when I was younger. But I was a little kid, man. What do I know about art, you know? Oh, you know. Tell me, what do you know? Where are the stones? Oh, man, speaking of stones, man, yo, I just pushed out a kidney stone. It might be the coffee I'm drinking, yo. But, yo, I pushed one out, man. I was saying to myself, something don't feel right. It's like, something don't feel right, yo. What's good? Right? And then, like, I was like, oh, I think I'm pushing the stone out. And the hospital gave me this little strainer, you know, strainers that you use are like it's like fine enough for like to filter your you know, cooking not baking powder, flour, one of them things. I said, yo, I'm about to push out a stone. I would run to the bathroom real quick, and I'm standing there, and all of a sudden, bloop, right in it. I was like, oh snap! So this is like maybe the third stone I pushed out my whole life. Drink water, my friends. Drink water. Where is your friend? I know this is like a little busy right there. I kind of like it, yo. I like a little busyness, man. I like a little busyness in my, you know, because in nature, when you look at a reindeer, I love reindeer antlers, and you know, when you look at deer antlers, they're right there on top of their head. It's not pushed on the back of their head. You know, the females ain't gonna care about, you know, they ain't gonna be like, yo, what's that back there? You know, they ain't got time for all that, man. They gotta watch their back so the wolves don't catch them. And when they turn their head a little bit, it looks a little busy, but like, you know, like I'm not, I guess because I just raised on the farm, man. I know what to look for, goats and stuff like that. So it's like, that's a natural look to me. So it's not busy. My eyes are trained to see that, you know? But when your eyes are not trained to see it, it looks busy to you, right? Yeah. It's like when people go into the forest and like, I don't like how that look, and they start moving stuff around. It's like, well, you're not really trained to understand nature, so it looks busy to you. It looks out of order, but it really is in order. You just gotta train your eye to see it. You know, goat horns and all of that stuff, and you know, breaking down the movement of them, and still don't really. It's still hard to you know, to do that, but yeah. Let me make the head just a little bit bigger. Oh, that could work. I took out all of the neck, right? But that's a good thing, though. That's good. You know what that means? Just less the tattoo. Look how much neck I just took out. Less work, right? The screen was moving funky real quick, y'all. All right. Another question. Thank you for the Cash App donation. Appreciate you. Yo, man. I mean, don't say your name, but whatever happened to that investor? Gene? I don't know. Hey, look, man, I ain't my. That's with him and God, man. That's with him and God. Him, God, and the devil. He's a God-fearing man. Hey, man, look, you know, like there's a lot of people. Shame on them people that use religion as they use religion as a business. You know, shame on them people. You know, they know that there's a lot of money, and that's, it's like, you ever heard of that? You ever heard of the dude that hustled New York out of like millions back in the day? Sweeney Todd. Let's look that dude up. Sweeney Todd. I think his name is Sweeney Todd. He did some crazy shit. Sweeney Todd. Is this Sweeney Todd? No, it was a Sweeney something. Wait, Sweeney Scams NYC. He was supposed to. Sydney Sweeney, yeah. Yo, look up the name Sweeney, man. Sydney Sweeney. This dude was Sweeney in New York City Department of Health and Mental Hygiene. Not Sweeney versus NYC. Yeah, assistant therapist. No. This was back in the day, like early Sweeney Scams NYC. Train system. you know, oh no, that's not him. That's not the. Wait, is this Sydney Sweeney? Something Sweeney. But anyway, not gonna. But yeah, it was this dude back in the day. I think had to do something with the New York train system, and got millions from NYC at the time, and like didn't follow through. He was supposed to like build like a private subway system for like the aristocrats of New York at the time, you know, and then ran off with the bread. And I think came out to either the Midwest or the West Coast. Um, 1900s, NYC, subway. It's 120 years old, man. Damn. Oh yeah, I remember when New York was like, it's 100 years old. I'm old. You know, like, people can forget a lot of things in 100 years. You know, like I mean, lives that are born within 100 years, and like, probably like that's one of the best things I've ever. That's the one of the things. Like, if you don't know the past, you're bound to repeat it, and it's really deep, man. It's really deep thing. Like the more you know, the better you are in some senses. Sometimes the more you know, like, you never really progress because you're so afraid of like something happening to you, because you're just like constantly bombarded by like information, right? But like when you read like certain stories, um and these things happen to people, and you say to yourself like, oh, and thank God I read about that shit. Yeah, you know what? I kind of like. That's good. That's good. Man, yeah, because I haven't been on here in a while, man. Like some devastating stuff, man. Like, Tattoo City, man, closing down, man. Damn. I see certain tattoos people are doing, and like people think like, oh my God, I've never seen that before. And again, this kind of goes with like the what I just said. Like, if you don't know the past, you're bound to repeat it. Or if you don't know about like a certain thing in any industry, chances are like you'll do your research before you take on a project, because most likely somebody did it already. If they don't document it and put it out there, they're gonna you're gonna you might make a mistake of doing something and then thinking that like you're doing something that's like so amazing, like that you've never seen anybody do. But that's kind of like the thing with Ed. Like, the dude got in tattooing just at the time where like the guys are doing all type of experimental tattoos. Like he might do one-offs, like, because it's very creative here in San Francisco. So people might come to him with an idea, and he's like, "Oh yeah, sure, I'll do it," and he'll do it. And like, it's a new idea. Maybe nobody did it before him. And like you see some tattoos out here, and you ask somebody like, "Who did that?" And they're like, "Oh, Ed Hardy back in like 80 something," and you're like, "Oh shit, nobody wants to touch it." I'm like, "Yeah." You got like it's like you got a Rembrandt on you or something, like you got a Norman Rockwell on you or something. That's how I look at it. That's kind of like what it is. It's gotta respect it. Gotta respect that, like, oh, you think you think you did this watercolor style shit? Nope, this guy did it. Oh, Art Deco piece? Guess what? This is the guy that did it. He did it, Not saying that yes, you're not supposed to do it, but like, graffiti tats, Eddie Deutsch did it. It's like, my niggas at Tough City did it, It's crazy. Like, it's like that, you know what I mean? It's, Scene did it, like it's like that. Yeah, man, it's wild. It's wild. Not trying to take away from anybody new coming into tattooing, but like, there's a rich history here, like, just because it's not mainstream America, I'm not gonna come in like, that's the one thing I never came in on. Like, I wasn't trying to come in on like, I don't like none of this shit, like some of the younger tattooers, because yeah, I understand it's male dominated. It's not like they were keeping women out of it back in the day. It's just women weren't trying to tattoo back in the day. From even when I was starting to tattoo in the 2000s, I would meet girls and tell them I'm a tattooer, and they'd be like, "Nigga, you broke." Like they didn't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm 45, so some people, y'all were 5 years old when you were 5 years old. Like, you saw tattooing on TV, so TV, it's like Inception. Like, TV is like Inception. Movies, documentaries are Inception. It's like, it falls under the guise of Inception. It puts an idea into your mind, and you might not even realize it. You might see a billboard, and you don't even realize what you saw, because it's you're being bombarded by information. So seeds are always being planted in your mind, and It's lightweight brainwashing, and some people are gonna be like, sooner or later they'll catch you with it. You know what I mean? You're gonna get caught. It's a good thing. It's a bad thing. So like yeah, like there's a rich history in this, and just know that like it doesn't reflect your social and political views, but like I I learned as soon as I got into this shit. I learned from graffiti before I even got into tattooing. Through graffiti, I learned about respecting the history of this, respecting the writers that came up with the the heart and the arrow and the cutback and the uppercase to the lowercase to the flipping a letter upside down to 3D styles to writing your name backwards to writing your name upside down, inside out, negative spaces, bop bop bop, throw ups and in different regions how they call a throw up. You know, New York we call them throw ups. That's bubble letters, and then we got simple style, block letters, all this other shit like hand styles, and just respect. Just understand respecting everything that has come out before you. You know, like seeing the rise of like New York graffiti and West Coast graffiti, Midwest, the South, all Southeast, Southwest, all of that. It's Northeast, and Northwest, and wherever graffiti is, train style, you got so many styles on the train, then you got like freight styles, and you got all of these different things, and like there's some dudes that just still use Rustos. There's dudes that only use Krylon. That's it. And it's not a wrong thing. It's not a bad thing. It's just it's not a good. It's just a respect, and I think that's where it should stay as a respect. You come into this, just respect it, even though it don't look like what you feel like it should look like. Just respect it, right? Just respect it. Find the respect level in it, because guess what? Somebody's gonna tell you something that's gonna benefit you. And it's not like they talking down to you. They're telling you something. They're telling you like maybe what they went through. Some people, some people have had bad experiences, and some people have had good experiences, right? I've had a little bit of both. I've had good and bad, And guess what? I had to find the good and the bad and all that. I had to find the good and the bad. And once you realize, like, let me tell you something. Once you figure out somebody's geological location, right? That's it. Once you figure out somebody's geological location, it can tell you all about that person. Oh, you only act like this because of that. And then once you figure the truth of that, once you know the truth of the matter of someone's geological location, then you're all right. Then it's just like you already have like an upper hand. You already have an upper hand on the social construct of that person's mind, right? Just that's a good way of looking at a lot of things, All right, 1 second. All right, I'm back. Thank you, folks, for understanding. I gotta make a new PNG. Whenever I'm on the phone, the little thing like, yo, I'm just talking on the phone. Yeah, like, yeah, messaging me and like, yo, why you not saying nothing back? Yo, that's so true, man. Oh, I can't say that. People gonna be like, yo, what? Finally, so dope. We post Elon. Yo, y'all think video games is lame, folks? Well, guess what? Elon Musk is out here live streaming. Tim the Tap Man, he's live streaming too. 15,000, 16,000 people watching him? Shit. I got two. I got two right now. Yo, this is wild. What time, B? What time is he streaming? This was at 4 a.m. Hey, look, let me tell you something. When the owner of the company uses the product, you know what's popping, bro. You know what's popping. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. Somebody said if Trump growing a beard would end the race. Yeah, Trump needs to grow his beard out. If he grew his beard out, that'd be it. Don't do it, man. Hey, yo, man. Like, I think they gotta. Thank y'all all for joining me right now today. I really appreciate it. Hit the like button. You know what I mean? Just nah. Why don't presidents have beards? Does anybody know that? Can we ask that? Why did presidents stop growing their beards out? His neck looks a little too skinny, yo. You know what I mean? Something about it. As I'm drawing it out more, I'm just like, neck should be a little bit bigger. Let's see what that would look like. Why am I starting from here, folks? Well, you know, yeah, let's just take that. Let's take that angle right there. This little skinny right here too. Let's bring it like. There we go. Mm-hmm. Did that? I guess like. It's only do 100. Talk about that like when we get home, baby. Hold up.
Hello.
Hey, I'm streaming. Remember?
100. Okay.
Yeah. Let's talk about that when I get home, and then like.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't want you to feel like I was ignoring you. That's why I called.
No, I just got the quote, and it's $11,000 for
Yeah.
500 pieces of everything. I don't need 500 pieces. I said maybe like 250.
250 what pieces?
Of everything, yeah. Not just of the shirts, but of everything, like the bags, the squeeze.
I would just do shirts and maybe a bag. That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Because
Shirts and bags.
yeah, like the tote bag. That's about it. Just keep it simple like that for now. You know.
A tote bag.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll talk later.
Let's talk later. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Bye. Why didn't you call me back? Babe, I told you I was gonna be streaming today, right? And they still thinking like, call you back. So I'm streaming. As I'm trying to explain, cut me off. I'm like, see, there you go, man. Like, I'm trying to tell you what I'm doing. She got the chunky quote. I said, look, you gotta go. You're going all out. Just keep it simple for now, you know. I tell people, you say start the business, just like kind of go with the trying to, take it slow and easy. Take it slow and easy first. Starting a business is crazy, man. It's crazy. See that I did right there? I should just open up another file. Another layer. Back in the day, I would call this tracing paper. Yeah, there was one point I couldn't even afford tracing paper. I was trying all type of stuff. I would try all type of stuff. Like, it was like early, like about like 4 or 5 years old, and like the ingenuity of things, like figuring something out, like would kick in. Like, so there was this thing called Afro Sheen in a can, keep your hair real nice. And so I would just take that and spray it on. Man, anybody remember like when you used to get packaging back in the day? They used to give you that packaging paper. Oh, I would trace with all that stuff. Try packaging. There was certain companies that used good packaging paper, and some of that packaging paper was like tracing paper. So you didn't have to do anything with that. You didn't have to spray it with nothing. But there was other stuff my mom used to get for like the house and stuff. And because you used to order from catalogs and they just ship it to you, I think that's coming back. That's coming back now. Well, no, not really. 'Cause catalogs was turned into the internet. And I would just take the paper and just spray some Afro Sheen on it and then trace it. And so that built up my speed, because after a while the Afro Sheen would dry, and it would bring it would take that transparency away. Transparency away. Yeah, there you go. And you know, so like I learned how to like just move my hand as fast as possible, you know? And like you build up speed that way, you know? And that gave me like a lot more comfortability. Like, so when I was drawing something now, but it also like made me like, I gotta get it out really fast, right? It kept me in that fast state of mind. So now like with like, you know, a different technique of drawing, well, you gotta kind of pace yourself more, you know? Take your time. Don't worry about it. There's no rush. You can always erase and start over again. And that's not a bad thing. But like, it was like, I wanted to learn how to draw Ninja Turtles, man. And there's a certain illustration of the Ninja Turtles. I had the Ninja Turtle poster in my room, you know, like I remember saving my money up and buying it at there was this thing called there was a comic book shop in the Bronx, Wow Comics. 233rd White Plains Road, going down 233rd. It was on the left-hand side as you're going down, Wow Comics. And shit, man, I think it's like a barbershop now or something. A hair salon or something. But that's where I used to get my comics from, Wow Comics in the Bronx. And I remember saving my money up for it. Or I think my mom bought it. I can't remember. She's like, "Oh, what is demonic?" I was like, "Mom, those are turtles standing up." She thought it was demonic. My dad definitely thought it was demonic. You know, Jamaicans, man, they fresh off the boat. They don't know nothing. Turkle. They don't say turtles. They say turkle. What do you mean turkle? Ninja turkle. What? Yeah, ma. Yeah. Ninja turkle. What is? What kind of foolishness is this? Yo. Yeah, man. Yo, it's just the unknown, man, you know? Unknown, man. People just don't know. Yo, it took, I think we got a computer at when I was 15. But I already knew dudes like, they had computers when they were like 5 or 6. You know, like, I also take like not computer science, but it was like a early computer class. My mom won't let me. I had to go knocking on doors first. You know what I mean? And then like the amount of time that it's like either homework and then go knocking on doors, read the Bible. So you ain't got no time to be on some computer. Because it was like, you know, there were so many products coming out in the 80s that just came and went. So like everybody thought the computer was going to be like another VCR, you know? You know? Like they were, you know, like what you have now is like you get a new phone every year. But everybody thought like the computer was going to go away. Like the VCR or the Laserdisc or the, you know, CD, you know, because it was like another piece of electronics, something better than a computer's going to come out. But, you know, like you talk to a Jamaican back then that didn't know, You know, there's Jamaicans that knew, but there were a lot of Jamaicans that didn't know that, like, this thing is here to stay. You know what I mean? It's going to be, you know, like, it's going to be something that's going to be in your hand. You know what I mean? Like, I was like watching Star Trek and trying to tell my mom, like, yo, this is, she's like, yeah, I foolishness this. And, you know what I mean? And whereas, like, there's some people that, like, grew up on science, you know? My mom was like, the one true, like, once we started watching something, only God is the one true, you know, it's like, ma, it's, like, you know, it's, so you couldn't, she's Jamaican on top of being in a cult. It's kind of like the worst thing you could do to your kid, because anybody that's, like, cult-minded is already, you're making them, like, you're making them even worse than, you know, like they're going through culture shock coming to a new place, right? But, like, when the religion is telling you the reason why this is like that is because of the devil, oh no, it makes it even worse. So that's why I say, folks, this might be stop my goddamn salad Z. Salad Z. All right, so we still streaming. We still going. Salad Z says, progress is a funny thing. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. Yep. Salad also said, coworkers just had that doctor told him to cut out soda and energy drinks. Yep. I had to cut out soda, drink a lot of water, pass some kidney stones like it's nothing. Put some lime in it, you know, lemon juice. I'm in the Pacific Northwest. I like the way you draw antlers. Thank you. Appreciate it, Salad Z. What else? Okay, let's go. Hey, yo, how you got this hosting? What are you playing? Bro, 17,000 viewers, man, watching him play a video game. Maybe I should just cut this off and go play. go play. Play Wukong. Oh, man. Oh, that game is hard, yo. All right, let's knock this out. And the next, probably 2-3 hours, I'm gonna do Wukong. All right, I'm gonna ink it just from this. Oops. What are my neighbors doing up there, yo? Is this dude pounding out his wife or something? Yo, they stay moving furniture, man. What are they doing? Are they exercising? It's a different type of exercise. It was in the middle. Okay. No, well, let's try something different. Like I don't usually do this. Let's let me take that one off. Take that off. Put another layer. And let's do that. This. Let's go here. There we go. Pow. Ping. Ping. Boom. Ping, pow, boom. Ding. Ping, pow, boom. right, that's good. That's moving right. That's moving luscious. Oh, wait. Is that good layer? Is that, maybe I could have the hand come. Let's drop it. No, let's keep it right there. Take that. All right, fits the canvas very well. All right, okay. Did you watch the, what did they say? Did I watch the interview on Academics yesterday? Yeah. Hey, look, man, I'm gonna tell you something. It's yeah, man, like, I watched a little bit of it, man. I'm sick to my stomach, man. I'll be tired of this shit, yo. I'll be tired of this shit. What I'm gonna do, yo? So I'm married, yo. That's why I'm married. I don't gotta go through none of that. You know what I mean? I don't gotta go none of that. You know what I mean? Like, it's cool and all, but like, yeah, look, yeah, I know there's a lot of attractive women out there. There's a lot of attractive women out there, but like, yeah, when you married, you ain't gotta go through that. That's it. You know what I mean? You don't gotta go through none of that. Like, cause like, you know, like, it's a crazy kind of like thing, man. Like, I'm starting to like really understand certain social guidelines that were a thing back in the day. Like, and some people say, that's black pill, right? But like, okay, you have a mother and a father in the house, right? Right? You have a mother and a father in the house, right? And so you're raising your kids a certain way. And this is what somebody was telling me. That's black pill, right? Like, the father vets the daughter, boyfriend. Or when the boyfriend comes over, he's meeting all of the family. He's meeting everybody, right? And that's a hard thing, right? So now, or the parents are hooking the kid, or the parents know each other. So it's almost like an arranged marriage. That's considered black pill. But guess what? You know what that you gotta buy pills? What, you gotta buy pills every month or something? I don't know, man. Look, it's nasty out there, B. It's nasty out there. And people want to defend it, you know? Like, that's the thing, man. Like, I don't know. Excuse me. You know, like, there was a thing. Oh, also, I saw your comment on academics last today. Hey, yo, man, like, it's big out here. That's a thing that, like, that's a thing that I heard that's big out here in California, yo. Hey, man, you know? Hey, man, like, you know, there's, yeah, there, yeah, some people got it and they don't know we got it. Oh my God, why can't I draw this thing? Yo.
Hi, Andre. This is Aurora calling with Ballard International.
Wait 1 second.
All right.
Yeah, there we go. I gotta make sure some stuff is happening, yo. Anyway, yeah, man. So I don't know. But yeah, I saw it. I was like, this just seems sketchy on both ends. Like, why work with somebody that, you know, hey. But hey, you know, the thing is, it's like, homies Maddox, that they're in an industry where they're gonna be around a lot of people, man. They got the money. They could go to clubs. They could meet people. They could buy bottles. They could put themselves in the VIP section because they got the money, man. Like, they making money over OnlyFans. Like, come on now. Like, that's there. I ain't making no excuses for homeboy. But yeah, like, no excuses, fam. Come on. I just gotta tell the truth. That's it. That's all I can really say to that. But yo, I mean, I can make a joke out of it, but like, you gotta get married now, bro. Get yourself one of them girls that you was with, and y'all get married. That's it. And she gonna give you hell for the rest of the night. Now I can't make money like I used to. And you gotta hear mouth for the rest of your night. You gotta hear her mouth. That's it. That's it, folks. You're married now. That's where you gotta go. You gotta get married. You gotta put the ball and chains on and get married. That's it. And learn to love that person for the rest of your life. Shout out to them people getting divorced right now and getting back into the meat market. Y'all going back to that? Yo, when you get married, it's like, I dodged the bullet. I didn't catch nothing. You know what I'm saying? But the truth of the matter is, when you get divorced now, you put yourself right back in that market. Right? Oh, and say if you got kids, you can't kiss your kids no more. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Just give them a firm handshake. Like, oh, mommy and daddy don't love me. No, they never kiss me. They kiss each other, but they don't kiss me. Yeah. Hey, man, like, that's how it is. You know what I mean? You gotta get married now. That's what you gotta do. But who knows, man? Like I was saying, man, like there's things that work there's things that are out there, like it, like it. Dudes is just bugged out, man. You just ruin lives, Look at Burning Man, They said that joint started because everybody's this one story about that was it's because people, it might have started because somebody has it, right? And then like rode someone else's bike and then rode a bike out there, right? Because it's like free bikes to get around, and like they're naked, right? And it's a skin. You can get it by like, you know, skin to skin contact. That's why I say, yo, always wash your hands before you touch your genitals. Always wash your hands before you touch your genitals, man. And that's the matter, yo. That's what happens. You know, like people were riding bikes out there and went from one bike to the next. You know, just one bike to the next. People were just giving it out. They didn't know until like, you lived your whole life up to that one point without getting it, and now you got it. There's nothing you could do. You went out there to have a good time. How do you prepare for that? How do you tell someone that? Because then people gonna look at you like you funny style. Like, yeah, I was at Burning Man, and I rode this bike butt naked, and that's what happened. I got it from riding a bike seat. It can happen, yo. Smooth surfaces, man. You know what I'm saying? Imagine you go use a bathroom. This is a perfect example of what I'm talking about, right? Some guy, right? You know, he's in the stall, right? He's in the stall using the bathroom, right? Right? And he might have it. And he has an outbreak. And he goes and touches his dills. And he's touching his dills as he's peeing. And he doesn't wash his hands. Now, can it happen that fast? Maybe, depending on the outbreak. Depending on the outbreak, yo. I don't know. But that's it. That's my stomach, folks. Sorry. I saw a video of some dude in Whole Foods, just like he's, like when you're at the bar, you're at the buffet. He's literally taking the buffet spoon and drinking the soup and keeps dipping back into the soup to taste it. What do you do? What do you do? You know what I'm saying? Somebody's filming him. But homie's in the... And this is a recent video. What's up with that? You know, what do you say to that? Like, homie's right here, just... You know what I'm saying? I would have like field goaled his ass. Like, the punter the kicker just field goal somebody, like pow, right in his ass. He's nasty, yo. Who knows? Who knows, man? Who knows? Who knows what's in his mouth? You know what I mean? Who knows what's going on? But like, what do you say to that? Like, it's because it's almost on the same level now. Now, like, anybody could get it. It could be everybody gets sick. The mouth is like a disgusting. What's that line from? What's that line from Saving Nemo? the human mouth is disgusting. Like, yeah, yo, you know, the human mouth is disgusting, yo. And then, like, you know, you got to think about mentally, what does that do? You gotta understand, like, now I have to like really question like a lot of people's mental states. Like, yo, why is there like such a man hating community out there, right? Or women hating community? Because it could be like somebody had like a bad experience and they just don't want to, you know what I'm saying? You know? Because that's all it takes is one bad day. Hey, look, man, there's a joke, there's a book. Read Batman, the Joker, One Bad Day. You know, that's all it takes is one bad day. You know, Joker is a tragic character, but like, you know, the writers that take on the task of writing Joker have to go into a place of their mind that's like really deep and dark. You know, like there's some characters like came out of like the reason why characters like the Joker exists is because of, you know, human nature, you know, things that go on with human characters, like, you know, just can't get a break. You hear certain stories about like why certain people are the way they are, you know, and they blame their parents, but like the greater, you know, one of the things is those people that blame their parents never really asked the question like, hey, you know, like what was my parents' life like? You know, what was my parents' life like? Well, you know, what was my grandparents like to my parents? You know, like gotta come into a state of mind of like having a state of mind where it's not really just about you. It's about like your household. Like, so with me, I try to teach my kids like have a greater outlook. Like it's the concept of like, I've said it before. I'm saying my first time on X is I have this thing called about who, where, what, when, and why. You know, and when you apply that kind of thinking to you know, human nature and stuff, like to the, like, let's say like the people closest to you, the people that like you interact with, you know, it's kind of why I say like, yo, you know, even when somebody doesn't like you, you know, like you ask yourself, you know, all you got to do is just ask yourself, you got to say to yourself, like, I wonder what that person, all right, where's that person from? How old are you? All right, well, this is it. Well, what geographically, where's this person from in the world? What state, what county, wherever. What county, what block, what county, what state. You know what I mean? And like what kind of like historical events happen, right? And how did their parents, and how did they, and what year were they born, and blah blah blah. And it tells you, man, like human history is social issues affect people, you know. I could imagine how some people felt when the government was telling them like integration in schools. There's some people that were like, oh, hell no, I don't want that. I get it. What did those people do? They didn't just disappear. You know what I mean? Like, they didn't just disappear. They took their resources, they took their money, and they bounced. They went to a different state. You know, they went somewhere else. Because it's the people that like make shit happen, you know. You know, going back to like what I was saying before, like I'm not, yeah. When you ask the question about certain things, you about someone, and you start to see like patterns in history and stuff, you know. I didn't know, you know, like there's a guy I listen to. His name is Star on YouTube, and yeah, so he said something that blew my mind. Like, and I thought I was like the only one that did this, but I learned it from my teacher, and my teacher told me, you know, you want to know something about the people that if you want to know the type of place you're at, you go to their library. And you go to the records area, and then that's it. You go to the records area, and that tells you the families that settled in a certain area, who did what, who ran what turned into what, because everything is documented, right? Everything is gonna be documented. It's always like that. Everything is just documented. So you could look up names, you could look up blah blah blah, why this street is named this and why this street is named that. And yeah, it might take some time out of your day to do it, but I had to do it, you know? And it's just stuck with me. My mom used to watch Murder, She Wrote, or Columbo, or Kojak, all those detective shows, right? But those detectives detect, right? That's really it. I don't really stay bad at people once I figure stuff out. Because this is like everybody's affected by like TV, newspaper, blah, blah, blah. A man might beat his wife because he saw his dad do it. And you say, all right, damn, why is dad beating on his wife, right? Because he saw his dad do it. Damn, how long does this dude live in this area? Or what was this like? What was this area like over here? Oh man, like, all right, maybe he saw his grandfather like that because he's from an era where it's like this. You know, laws are instructed. You know, like things are done. Yes, and then it affects people. And guess what? I said it before. A lot of people, you know, we're in an era where like mental health is a thing they talk about. But before mental health, it was called therapy, seeing a therapist. And the therapist is a brand new, you know, construct in society that wasn't there like 100 years ago. You didn't go, you know, who you went to, you were a priest. You know, your priest would talk to this, blah, 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 and then set you straight. And what came out of that, you know, like but not everybody had the resources to go to a priest. You know, not every religion or community has somewhere you go and you talk to. You know. Imagine if you're you move to a different town. Now you're subjected to a new life, and you didn't grow up with those people. Some people know each other from kindergarten, you know what I mean, and things like that. I don't know. So the concept of who, where, what, when, and why is a thing for me. And when I want to get like a greater insight of where I'm at and what things are about, should I just go to the library, man? Somebody tell me, I'm like, oh, yeah, where you from? Yeah, I'm from Jersey. Oh, what part of Jersey? All right. Next time I go to New York, you know what I do? I go to that area where they from. You know what I'm saying? And you just go to the library. Go to the oldest library in the area. That's it. Oh, you from over here? Word? All right, cool. That's a fact. I wanted to learn a lot more about my parents. And guess what? I just started asking questions. I asked some of my family members, "Yo, what was my mom like? Your mother was like this." Nah, man, I need to know. Because why is my mom like this now? You know what I mean? You know, what was grandma like? What was grandpa like? What was this like? You know? Hey, you start hearing some answers. You start, they might say something, and don't let anything that they say go over their head. Try to remember as much as possible when somebody tells you something. And you're just like, all right, you know? You might, you know? I trace my family roots all the way back before my mom's family, and then you know what I mean. And it's like, then it was like, how many people lived in this area? Because it had to be jotted down, and that's it. You know. One of my favorite lines from Dune, the new one, is, you know, what was it? Choices were made for me way before I was born. That resonated with me a lot. Yo, it's wild, B. Like these concepts, these social constructs is very, you know. So like I said, when somebody tells me something, I'd be like, man, whatever. Because I already know a lot about you. I like that better. That's, anyway. What was that from the Pacific Northwest? Yeah, man. Pacific Northwest is ill. The Pacific Northwest has such like good. It has like such good probably like the dopest scenery to me in the United States. Like, you know, the East Coast is just like forest. It's kind of like a other times of the year, one weather system. So you want to do like a nice sunny time? Like you could do a whole sunny drive, like sunny. You know? The best sunsets I've ever witnessed, maybe Florida. Florida has like a different cloud formation because it's Atlantic. The Gulf side. But like Tampa? Talk to me. Florida has like a different cloud formation. Talk to me. See, spam calls, man. I hate them shits, man. know? Oh, I sound nasally, yo. I sound nasally when I talk. The Gulf side is, wow. I enjoy Tampa a lot. All right. What time is it? Oh, yeah. Let's be done by like 2:30. Progress is a slow thing. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. Yeah. I'm sorry. Progress is a fun thing. Sometimes it's fast, sometimes it's slow. Yeah. You wanna I definitely look back at how I draw. I used to draw dragons before, and then like how I draw them now. How I drew water back in the day. How I drew rocks. You know. I think now I'm at a point where, like, I want just a distinct look. Like, oh yeah, Andre did that. So the Alien Romulus last night. It was good. It's good. That was good. It was a good movie. The only thing I didn't like was the okay, so I'm thinking, all right, okay, so Alien is this is after Alien. The alien that got shot out of the see, that's the thing I like about this movie is they understand the concept of space. Yes, it's the vacuum of space, right? Yes, it's the vacuum of space. But things just don't get destroyed unless you shoot it to the sun. Then it'll get destroyed. So they were like, we were looking for this thing. I'm good, Brandon. What's going on, man? What's going on? Brandon's out here on YouTube. He says, what's good? How you doing today? I'm chilling. So back to Romulus. Romulus is after Alien. And it's in between two aliens, right? So this is they find the alien that got shot out into space and was still alive. So we know that already that space doesn't bother them at all. Like you got to kill it. You have to shoot it in the head and watch out for the acid. You can't really burn it. You have to just shoot it in the head to kill it. But but it's a resilient insect. So Prometheus would be considered the prequel, which is really the first movie. Wait, hold up. Let's write. Let's do this. Wait. Okay, so there's Prometheus, right? Alien Covenant. Then it's just Alien, Aliens, Alien 3. Right? That's where it's supposed to stop at. Oh, no, Alien Resurrection. Alien 3 and then Alien R. Resurrection. That R looks trash. There we go. Alien Resurrection. So there's 6 movies in total. We're not doing anything with the Alien versus Predator. We don't care about that. So basically, Romulus, Alien Rom. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, whoops. Yeah. I forgot Romulus. Alien. It would be RM. Then Aliens. Aliens 3. And then Alien Resurrection. There we go. So it's 7 movies all in all. So David started all of this. They were too like whatever. Like they felt jealousy. They felt like they were way too human. They were way too human. So David's model is like a secret society of like androids. Right? And I think David's model left a program that affected the android and alien. No. Because there's supposed to be a fight going on in between these 2 movies. There's supposed to be the fight. And David does something to let this android know something. Let's leave that. I'm going to leave that there. Hey, yo, let me tell you something. And then, so now, Wayland Corporation, right, is somewhat connected to Blade Runner. Because it's the synthetics in Blade Runner. Something goes on, man. Something happens. Something happens to the androids. Because I don't want to bring the Blade Runner ones. I shouldn't bring the Blade Runner ones in there yet, right? I'm not going to bring the Blade Runner ones in there yet. Ah, damn, where's Phil Holt when I need him? Let me text. Oh man, you know what I'm saying? So I'm texting Bill like, yo, let's talk aliens, bro. Yeah, man. So this backbone looks mad stiff. Okay, so let's do it like this. We're going to do it like that, and we're going to do it like this. We're going to do it like that, and we're going to do it like this. Right? We're going to do it like that. We're going to do it like this. change his number? I changed his number. All I'm doing. There we go. I like that movement better. I like how aggressive the face huggers are in this. Like they're aggressive to get rid of this egg. We got these eggs, you know what I mean? We got these eggs, and we about to take these throats. Like that's like they out here. Oh my God. I was like, oh man, only one face hugger, like only one face hugger got claimed a victim. The guy that, oh man, the one spoiler alert, yeah, homie that got burnt by the acid, chill. Wait, let me ask him. Wait, did he get poisoned by the acid? Because his chest just burst. Like nothing came out of his chest. It's just like the acid hit him, and then he just laying there and was, ugh! So like, did it? Oh, it burned through his chest. That's why he was, and it hit his heart. Oh my God. Oh, what a way to go, man. You just burning. You feel acid. It's called what's that? Something blood. Bioacid. I remember them saying it in the first movie. The type of blood it is. But that's but now, right now, what I want to know is, where's the alien, right, that came out the engineer? So that's my question. Where's the alien that came out of the engineer from the first movie? You know, we know that he oh man, David's messed up, man. David's messed up. David's really messed up. Like he figured out something about human beings that he didn't like about us, and was like, yo, you don't deserve life. I was like, you just come up with that because homie said, pour me my tea? Yo, he said, yo, pour me my tea, and David got an attitude. He's like a mammy. He's like a robot mammy. Like, yo, honey, can you make me a sandwich? You know, yo, when your wife give you some attitude about that? Can you imagine that? Imagine you ask your wife for a sandwich. Remember that whole thing with Kevin Samuels? Somebody made a video, and the women out there were like, make my man a sandwich. Fuck out of here. I was like, yo, you can't even make him a sandwich, fix him a plate? Yo, you're telling me there's guys out there where their woman won't even fix them a plate? Wow. That's abuse. Like, I'm not, because I do it. I can make my own food, right? I cook for my wife. I cook for my kids. I like cooking for my kids, right? And if I fix a plate, I'm doing it because I love my wife. Like, yo, don't even get up, honey. Kick your feet up. And if I ask for that, I want the same thing too. I shouldn't even have to ask for it. My wife don't have to ask for it. I just do it. Like, yeah, baby, I'll cook for you today. Yeah, I'll cook today. David act like a mammy. You seen that? Yo, anybody that never watched Prometheus, man, yo, you gotta watch it. Prometheus is good. Covenant is like, yo, here we go. This is where it's getting good. This is where it's getting good. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's this type of alien and there's this type of alien. I want to know. That's the thing too. They can hibernate. And since it's I think they're all females. If they work like if it works like most insects, because that's where David was engineering them, and he's thinking like he's playing chess with humans, and his whole thing was, okay, so he's building them off of insect biology of that planet. So it's not, and so the reason why those aliens are insect-like is because they're an alien insect-like creature from a different planet. It's not like and so like if it's like anything like ants or bees here, you know, there's a queen, right? There's a queen, and then it goes from there. It just goes from there. There's a queen, and then the queen has drones, and then the drones. The queen has drones. Wait, oh man, yeah, the queens have drones. They're soldiers. And all the queen does is just lay eggs. The pods that will shoot up in attach to someone's face. They just, wash and repeat. Crazy, yo. I mean, this satellite got destroyed, but I don't even know where that alien is at. The alien that pops out of the engineer at the end of Prometheus. Because now it's like engineer physiology, right? Right? But his prime directive is to always, reproduce. But what traits does this one have? Because what, the engineers are supposed to be humanoid prime, right? Those are what of I don't know. It's because it's just very, 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 very because that one engineer that kills the whaling crew, he's like, gross. You know what I mean? Man, I love Ridley Scott's storytelling, I do. I'm like, well, he's old now. He's in his 80s. This dude don't want to do no more. He don't want to do no more filming. I thought there was supposed to be, I wanted to see the battle. I wanted to see the fight. Man, I wonder how he's been doing since his brother passed away. You know what I'm saying? Or should I just do it what is it? How's that look? Oh, no. Oh, I don't even have it plugged in. If I plug that in, it's going to take out the Wi-Fi. I can't even do that. Yo, yo, yo. Yo. Can you imagine? Can you imagine walking down the street? You go to throw out some trash and a water tanker falls on you? One of them plastic joints? An empty water container just falls on you. But it's the open end that falls right on top. So it don't hit you. You land right, it lands right around you. That's crazy. Oh, what did I say? Wait. Oh, wait. I'm overthinking it, right? Right now? There we go. There we go. But this, I gotta redo that part right here, right? Right, that goes here, right? And then this drops down really thick, like, no, wait. Okay. You know, I'm angling the the page wrong. There we go. Ah. Oh my God. There we go. Back piece is trash. Not mine. I'm looking at them. I don't like the underbelly. I don't like the underbelly. Let's separate those again. Let's separate all of these. That's the underbelly right there. I don't like the underbelly. I'll tell you why. You can see it. It doesn't look. The outer side don't look right. This don't look right. It 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 don't look right. See, I'm trying to rush. I'm trying to rush because I want to play. I want to play what's the again. And I'm like, man, just take your time, man. Take your time. Take your time. And these are the moments where you gotta just tell yourself, yo, take your time. Ain't no rush. What's the rush for? It's a video game. It ain't going nowhere. Right. You know what I mean? And you gotta really like tell yourself that. Like, you got the coffee in you. You know what I'm saying? I got the coffee in me right now. Strength, not his weaknesses, you know? Yeah, man. So back to the kidney stone part. I had to like grab the strainer, use that, and then I'm saving them joints, man. They saying I got like 22 of them. I think it's like 10 on one side, 11 on like yeah, I don't know, like 11 on one side, 11 on the other. Like it was some weird number, but like it was a crazy number. It was a crazy number. They're all small enough that I could pass them, but big enough that I'm gonna feel a lot of pain. And I'm just like, yeah. So like my sides is hurting. And certain kidney stones affect you a certain way. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like your body. Wait 1 second, folks. Why did it cut out like that? Did it cut out like that? Only got 19% left. All right, I can knock that out. That's about an hour. 19% is about an hour. I really don't like that it does that, yo. Okay, so we back. All right, yeah, underbelly's moving better now. Let's do this claw. Duper fly. Hey, yo, Missy, you the best, yo. Can I put it out there? Like, Missy can out rap most people in hip hop. She's like that nice. She's the nicest one, I think. Can I say that? People in the live chat, y'all agree or disagree? On both on both X and what's going on? I know my connection is good. I know I pay my bill. Yeah, I use Studio Pen and what? I don't think you're still live on X. I can't see your feed there. What? It's saying I'm live though. I'm looking at my joint right. Wait. Whoa. Oh, it's saying I'm live. It's saying I'm live. I think this is where Apple should have went. I think this is where Apple should have went. Apple should have went the route of live streaming. Am I wrong or right? Apple could have done this. Because their thing is Safari, right? Safari is the only thing I use other than Google. I haven't used Google in a long time. I mean, Safari in a long time. I think I stopped using it like maybe a year or two ago. Maybe when I started using, because I do everything on Google, man. Like, I don't know. It says live, 7 people are watching. He's a big Diablo player. Hey, Elon, can we make thumbnails? I like to organize my my videos. You know? Claudia Royalty says, why do you name drop so much artists? I don't think it's name dropping. It's acknowledging the people that I've worked with and the ones I admire. There's nothing. I don't see anything wrong with that. I think it's kind of education. It's like education. Like would it be wrong to say, yo, Mr. So-and-so, why do you name drop Isaac? And this is people that I admire from afar. And that's what I was taught to do. Talk about the people that influenced you or helped you. Like, I'll talk about grime. I'll talk about a lot of people I know. Steve, Big Steve in New York, you know, you name it. Everybody I work with at Analog, I've learned from. I learn from everybody. Like that's the thing. Like you gotta. I'm not egotistical where I'm gonna just say like, nah, man. It's like, I called you man. I'm sorry. No. The thing is. So I just call you by your name, Claudia. Yeah, right, Claudia. Like, best thing I can really say is, I've learned from all these different artists, And the best thing I could say, the only way I could really thank, because I could thank them, right? But one of the best ways to thank these people are just like saying their name, like, because they're there. They're not like these invisible, ghost-like creatures that just, go all over the place. No, they're real human beings, and like that's what I learned from. I'm self-taught in some in some place in some some things, but like I had to like what they told me, I took it, and I went with it, yeah, that's it. So I think when you don't acknowledge someone's effort in whatever they do, you only cause like damage. You only cause damage. Like you're not making it better. How do you want to make someone want to keep going and doing what they do? Well, just acknowledge them. If so-and-so invented this or showed you how to do something, just say like, hey, I learned from this person. It's not name dropping. It's acknowledgement. It's a respecting. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm not trying to cover my tracks. Because you're gonna pick something up from somebody. Like you're gonna pick up. If you pick up like how to, and if you feel like you don't have to say anything, they're fine. Keep that person a secret, keep it a secret, keep it safe, like yeah, but you have the right to do whatever, I just have the right to acknowledge. I'm just expressing my human that really good human side of me, where like yeah, Regino Gonzalez taught me this. Phil Holt taught me this. Yeah. Jose Soto taught me this. Like my late friend taught me how to tattoo. He showed me. I was taught by him, and I'm proud of that. That's the thing, What's it called? It would be considered. I call it eternal. So it would be considered eternal thanks. All I'm doing is showing my eternal gratitude by saying someone's name that like either I watched them do something and it was beneficial in my growth. Hey, I had a falling out with Troy Denning, right? But like, if it wasn't for Troy, in a crazy way, I wouldn't have met a lot of artists. That I know of now. Yeah, and I acknowledge, I had a falling out with him. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. But other than that, yeah. But I could still thank him and say, yo, shit, man, if it wasn't for him, Partly, I'd probably still be in the Bronx right now. If I didn't go to Invisible to go work, I'd still be in the Bronx right now. And, you know, but that's not a bad thing, because one of the things that I learned was this is like to get better. Shit, I got to draw. I saw Regino Gonzalez's portfolio, and the amount of time and effort that he put into a sleeve. I said, yo. But he was already dialed in, he was already dialed into the formulas and how to do certain things. But the thing is like, it's how much time you put into it when you're not tattooing. Shit, my wife gets mad at me. You always drawing. It's like you want to separate. I'm like, no, I'm putting this time in. It's like there's always a new one. There's always a younger artist coming up, and they're gonna be hungry, And I got this idea in my head. I just got to put it on paper, or I got to put it on glass, or I got to put it in my iPad real quick. It's like that, So so it's not name dropping. I get what you're trying to say, but it's not name dropping. Name dropping is just like if you want to try to impress certain people. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I've seen the best people mention other artists that they either worked with, worked next to, did a guest spot at their studio. And that happens, Maybe because of when maybe I'm black and you just, you're hyper analyzing everything that I do. Like maybe it's that. I don't know. Is that it? Maybe what I do right now insults you or some shit. I don't know. But it's not. It's not name dropping put in. But thank you, Claudia. What's her name? What's her name again? Her name is Claudia. What's her name? Claudia Royalty. Yeah. Claudia Royalty. Finishing statement on that question is, it was kind of like what I was saying before. It's kind of acknowledging the past to ensure the future, the present and the future, right? Because like, let's say you come into this, right? And you've done a year or two and you see bad elements in it, right? Right? All right, cool. But there's good elements too. And what I'm, saying somebody name in a good way is basically acknowledging the past, acknowledging the people that put work in, I get it, I get it. Tattooing is not regulated like other businesses are, like when people talk about like Steve Jobs and the founders of Apple, they talk about those guys in like high regards, you know what I'm saying? And like I think there's a thing that was developed years, maybe it's like about 40 or 50 years old. But it's like complaining, you want to complain, but what are you doing? What are you going to do with your art right? And make this like, that's going to complement like the people that came before you. That's it. That's all it is, yo. Right? Jorge Way. Do I ever get tired of drawing dragons? No. They're fun, man. They're fun. Are you here to learn how to draw dragons, or you just want to watch somebody draw something? It's like I kind of consider myself like a comic book artist, right? Like say somebody takes on the responsibility of drawing like Batman for the next like umpteenth years. You know what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like that. What other modern tattooers do you like? That do Japanese. I like Luke Stewart and stuff. He's like one of my favorite dudes. I work next to him. Cool dude. Like, yeah. I like West Holland stuff. That does Japanese. I mean, I look at a lot of other people too that do Japanese too. That don't do Japanese, but yeah, if that kind of question, yeah. A guy I was talking about yesterday, Brian Bruno, loved his work. You know, one of my favorite dudes. Ancient as Time. He's down, I think, down in like San Diego. Wait, I gotta make sure I'm saying it right. Super cool dude, you know. Ancient as Time. His real name is Josh. I love his work. I like some Brazilian guys. Zoe. What's his name? Let me see if I got it right. Zoyo Tattoo. Yeah, I like his stuff. Rico. I like Rico stuff. He's in Japan now. I think he's originally from Brazil. Rodrigo. I think he's lives in New York. He was living up in like out here for a while in California. I think he moved back with his family. It's a lot, man. There's a lot. There's another Rodrigo. He's in England. You know. There's a lot, man. There's a lot of tattooers. Everybody does like just killer stuff, man. Just everybody does killer stuff. It's just, you know, like it's like hard to like, you know, it's hard to like Colin Baker. I love Colin Baker stuff. Colin just rips, you know. When I look at Colin stuff, it's like the same feeling I was saying yesterday about looking at Brian's stuff. Just like really good students of the game. Yeah, I hate saying that, students of the game. Like well-taught tattooer, you know, like he studies it. He studies it, not just to tattoo it, but to like, you know, like, yeah. I like Jason June. We worked together when we were at Daredevil. My homie, man, like I can't remember his name right now. Brain fart, man, brain fart. Do Ryu. Is it Drew Flores? That's what I'm talking about. I love Drew stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like Drew's stuff is just like all around goodness. Like, trying to tell you, man, like California got like some heavy hitters out here. You know? California got heavy hitting tattooers. And it's like, it's good to be around it because it's just like, I gotta go back to the drawing table. Like, God damn it, man. You know? It's like, I like how you did that right there, you know? Yeah, I'd be looking like, yeah, that's that Wu-Tang shit. Epsy, I've mentioned Epsy before. What's my man from San Diego, man? His stuff has like a lot of like Art Deco-ish Japanese style. Fuck is his name right now, man? Like good look, good shit, man. I think he's from Puerto Rico. A solid amount of Puerto Rican tattooers, man. Am I like the only Jamaican dude that does Japanese stuff? Yo, Jamaica, what's good, man? Am I the only Jamaican? I told you, like, you gotta just do history and you'll find out. It's the who, what, where, when, and why, you know? People ask me about, like, oh, why do you care? Why do you, you're Jamaican? Why did, I don't like, clearly, it tells me a lot of people don't care about trade. Like, you think it's gonna happen with, I think a lot of people forget, like, once microprocessors started appearing into the world, and anybody knows about microprocessing, once computers started really being developed more with trade and all this other stuff, things started changing in the world, folks. So a person like me, just because you're brought up in the area, it tells you this, there's something else going on. Right. It looks good. This looks good. I gotta make my way out to Chicago. Oh man. Oh yeah. I mean, who else? Florida. Florida got it. Oh man. Florida. Anything coming out of Florida right now? I fuck with all the guys that worked at Red Leather One, man. That was my. I like going down to Florida, yo. Wow, the stream is. Can't believe this dragon took longer than it did. What else? There's a lot of good, really hardworking tattooers, My name's known all over the world to the foxy ladies and the sexy girls. I go down in history as the baddest man you ever gonna be. I just gonna go through my Wu-Tang phase right now, my Wu-Tang joint. I gotta say, man, Wu-Tang music has aged really well. Thank you, Wu-Tang Clan. Thank you so much. Yeah, in Alien Romulus, I like the face huggers, man. It's probably the first time I really just really curled my legs up on the couch and was like, ugh. Oh my God. Oh, and you know what too? So that last night, so as I'm watching it, right? Maybe like it was definitely before the movie came on. Like, I'm sitting on the couch just chilling, right, with my wife, and a spider jumps on a spider's crawling on my leg, and I'm just like, ah! Like I don't scream. I just, whoa, there's a spider on my leg, right? And it's huge. It's like, yo, these spiders out here in California are different. It's just a regular. I don't think it was a brown recluse, but it's definitely some type of brown spider, and but I'm thinking, man, I've seen what a recluse bite looks like, and I'm not trying to go through a spider bite right now. And I'm thinking, I remember seeing something about they're making their way up to the Bay or Northern California or whatever. So I'm like, maybe they up here already. It was something I saw earlier in the year. So maybe they up here already, right? And so I'm just tripping, I don't know. But I was talking about yesterday also, I got that Dyson vacuum. Also, I just ran to the bathroom, grabbed the vacuum and vacuumed it up and saved the day. That's basically it. My wife was like, "Oh, you didn't jump or nothing." I was like, "It's just a spider. Why am I jump?" But some people are deathly afraid of spiders. Yeah, it was just like, why is this thing on me? And then the night before, I don't know what the hell it was. It might have been like a earwig or something. One of them, them insects, what are they called? And that joint was next to me on the couch. I'm in right now. So I guess it's that time of the year where insects are looking for warmth. They girl kick them out. And so these dudes is in my house right now trying to, let's do that right there. They trying to find warmth for the winter time. I wonder what the lifespan of certain spiders are. All right. I was like, where's this thing coming from? All right, after this, I'm going to, so right now after this, folks, I'm going to jump back on, but I'm going to be playing Wukong. I'm going to do a little farming. Like a farm and get some stuff for my armor. I messed up and got like the wrong. I guess you could do it a certain way, but do something, a little hack in the game. I knew it. I didn't want to do it yet, but I want my pilgrim armor better. I'm about to fight so and so. One of the best games I've ever played. You know what I mean? Ain't gonna lie, man. Like, I didn't think I'd be back into video games like that, but this game made me like I got the PS4 late. You know, I got PS4 late. And since I've been tattooing, I just haven't been playing video games. And I just haven't. I just been working. And because video games, I realize like it's a full-time job. Yeah, there's people that's all they do, and that's how they make a living. And I was like, there's no way you can, I mean, I knew that you could make a living. I'm not going to say there's no way, because there is a way. I just, I felt like I missed the boat to like be streaming it and so forth and so on. But I love Wukong, man. I love the concept of the Monkey King, and I like the art in it. Like wow. And probably like a really fun game. One of the most fun games I've ever played. All right, there we go. Dragon number 80. Dragon number 80, folks. Thank you for your time. Let's see something. Does anybody say anything on X? Yeah, y'all are real quiet in X, man. People would just be. People get quiet on here. But I think I see it a lot in other places, like other people's streams. They're pretty quiet. All right. Thank you, folks. This is number 80. I'm gonna put some hair on them. Let's put like. Yeah, there we go. I'll be looking at birds, and birds be having like little hairs coming off their eyes or around their eyes. I kind of like that. Bird lashes, Dragon eyelash, kind of iller, Yeah, I do feminine dragons. All right, there we go. Let me just take that off real quick. Yep, number 80, we're done. That's it. I'll get that little guy out of here. Pow. All right. This one was fun. Tomorrow is 81. And yeah, man, more fun, more fire, more fun, more fire. All right, thank you all. Thank you for your time. This was cool. This was like something that like is becoming like more and more better to do for me. 20 more to go now, yo. Can't believe it, man. 20 more. It's 19. See, I knew I missed something. Look at that. I always gotta look it over before I close the stream. Like, look at that. I missed that. No, I kind of like how that bump looks right there. Let's go for that. No. Let's go like this and then like that. Yeah. You could get with this or you could get with that. You could get with this or you could get with that. All right. Thank you all for joining me today. Tomorrow I'm going to start this a little at the same time. I've done it before on the other streams. You can watch all the other ones on YouTube if you miss them. People of X. It's under the same name, Andre Malcolm _studio. Yeah. So be able to knock out 2 tomorrow, right? And then I'll be down to like 7 more after that. And then yeah. Okay. Thank you everybody for joining me. I really appreciate it. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. And remember this, what I said earlier. Wash your hands before you touch your genitals, all right? Please, just wash your hands just before you touch them joints, man. Men and ladies, you know what I mean? Wash your hands. All right, be good, be great. Thank you very much. Peace, 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 peace. Everybody have peace out there, yo. You know what I'm saying?